Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. The Israelites have been scattered across the four corners of the earth, as prophesied in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Here at Israel United in Christ, we need your help to recover the remnant of our people, teach them the gospel. Please help us, support us, and join or donate to the Booster Club today. Shalom.
At the same time, you're doing the exact same thing. It makes no sense.
Bring it on.
Don't complain and protest because you're doing the exact same thing that the white man's doing to you.
Right.
Read. Let's go hypocrisy. Read.
So he slew those that were found traitors.
He said, what did Jews do?
So he slew those that were found traitors.
Maccabees killed traitors. Read.
And immediately took the two castles.
And took over the castle. So our forefathers did not take kindly to traitors. Traitors. When you kill your own people for money or sell them for money, you are a traitor to your race.
Right.
You are vile. You are a wretched black man. Wretched individual for doing that. So you can't get mad when cops arrest you. White man arrested me. No, it's deserved. That's what Romans 13 says. Do good. And the powers that be won't be a problem to you. When you get locked up, that's the Most High's move. That's the Lord moving. Not the God of your imagination, no. Give me Ezekiel 13, verse 3. Everyone out here has their own concept of God. Oh, I pray to God, I wear a cross, I'm good. No, that's fairy tales.
Bring it up.
That's Pokemon. You have no God out here.
That's right.
You don't know what God is.
Right.
You don't know what a God is.
Right.
Ezekiel 13, verse 3.
Ezekiel chapter 13, verse 3. Thus saith the Lord God, woe unto the foolish prophets.
The Bible says, woe unto the foolish prophets. Woe unto our people, go ahead.
That follow their own spirit.
That what?
Follow their own spirit.
That's what y'all do out here. You follow your own spirit. You follow your own belief. What I feel God is love. I feel God forgive me. I'm feeding my family. That's your own spirit.
Right.
That ain't what God says. God says thou should not kill.
Right.
Thou should not murder. That's what God says.
Right.
Don't deal in witchcraft.
Right.
That's what God says.
Right.
Not your spirit, the spirit of God. That's what he says. Your spirit means nothing to him. When it's against what he says. Read.
And have seen nothing.
And what?
And have seen nothing.
And have not read the Bible. God have not read that God said that. Making things up. Read.
O Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the deserts.
Vile and vicious animals. Your people are like foxes in the wilderness. Slick, violent creatures. Read.
Ye have not gone up into the gaps, neither made up the hedge for the house of Israel.
You have not tried to fix your people. You only further the destruction.
Right.
Read.
Neither made up the hedge for the house of Israel to stand in the battle in the day of the Lord.
To do what? You beat him on top again? Neither what?
Ye have not gone up into the gaps, neither made up the hedge for the house of Israel to stand.
To what?
To stand.
You're getting them high, getting them drunk. They can't stand because you ain't fixing them.
Right.
To do what? To stand when?
In the battle, in the day of the Lord.
The day of the Lord is going to be a battle. And many of y'all, and 2/3 of y'all are going to lose that battle.
Right.
2/3 of us are going to lose that battle.
Right.
You don't believe in God? That's fine. You don't believe in the Bible? That's fine. But you believe in Donald Trump. Donald Trump is doing all kinds of things to establish World War III.
Right.
If World War III pops up, your business is over.
Right.
All this hustling, all that, it's done. It's a wrap.
Bring it out.
There's no hustling. When nuclear bombs are as hot as the surface of the sun.
Right.
10,000 degrees in high Celsius. For those of y'all don't understand what that means. So all that hustling and all that stuff, when you get that emergency broadcast system on the TV saying report to your nearest bomb shelter, don't bother. You're dead regardless. There's nowhere to hide from that. And based upon Donald Trump's actions, that's inevitable. If not him, somebody worse than him is going to establish it.
Right.
So sell if you want, hustle if you want. You can't say the door was open to you. Give me Isaiah 5:25.
Bring it out.
You can't say the word wasn't brought to you. You can't say I didn't know. I didn't know what was going to happen. You've been marked. Now you know. They just said in G.I. Joe, knowing is half the battle. Knowing is half the battle. Isaiah 5:25. Read that, yup.
Isaiah chapter 5, verse 25. Therefore is the anger of the Lord kindled against his people.
The Most High's anger is kindled because we are rebellious then as we are. We're actually worse now than we ever were back then.
Right.
We are way worse now.
Right.
Way worse. Especially the young of us. The young ones, you millennials out here, born after 89, 90, it's like something wrong. Y'all destroyed.
Right.
Destroyed.
That's right.
No respect for your elders, stomping the elders out. No respect at all for the elders. None. A huge step from the 80s, a huge difference from the 80s. Read.
And he has stretched forth his hand against them.
And put you in slavery, put you in the ghettos, put you in the slums, put you in the abortion clinics, adoption agencies, ACS in the system, juvie, Rikers.
Right.
That's the Lord's afflictions. Read.
And has smitten them.
And has smitten you with what? Madness, depression, self-hatred, murder, drug addiction. Read.
And the hills did tremble.
And the hills did tremble. Go ahead.
And their carcasses were torn in the midst of the street.
We got killed in the streets. If we are today getting killed in the streets, go ahead. By people going missing, organs being taken. Same thing.
Right.
Go ahead.
For all this
the Lord does to you, and you don't see it. For all of that, go ahead.
his anger is not turned away.
His anger is not turned away. Go ahead.
But his hand is stretched out
But the
still.
Lord's hand is stretched out still. Meaning the Most High saying, when you through hell, I'm offering you a chance to get out of that. I'm offering you a chance to get out of that. I'm offering you a chance to get out of it. But many of our people are so destroyed, so psychologically damaged
Right.
through generational slavery. We're like, nah, this is life.
Bring it out.
This is not living. Marvin Gaye said it. This ain't living. That was in the 70s. It's not the same today. It's the same thing today. This ain't living. No. This is not living. Give me Ezra's again. 725 again. This is not living. It's not normal. And to believe it is, you're destroyed. To believe it's normal, you're destroyed as a people. What you got?
2nd Ezra 7:25. And therefore,
Read about
Ezra,
that. 22.
2nd Ezra 7:22. Nevertheless, they were not obedient unto him, but spake against him. Verse 20.
Yeah.
2nd Ezra 7, verse 20. For there be many that perish in this life.
Ezra asked the Lord about our people. And the Lord said, a lot of them are going to die. Because Ezra loved his people. Ezra was an Israelite, a black man. And he loved his people.
Right.
Just as Moses do, just as we do. That's why y'all throw bombs at us and spit at us. We don't want to fight y'all. Because we love y'all. Y'all mad at us when we had the mic and we yell, y'all mad at us. But we never fought y'all. Never lay hands on y'all, never. Because y'all are people. We love y'all. But y'all hate us for telling you what's right and what's wrong.
Right.
We don't fight you. We don't call you out your name. We say in the Bible. Look in the Bible. You just don't read it. But it's in there. And we offer y'all alternatives. We spoken to y'all on the side, being civil with you, being moral with you, being diplomatic with you, and you still throw bombs at us, still attack us. But your oppressor will come amongst y'all and tell you to fight us. Boldly, she will tell you to fight us. And you'll do it. That shows you how people are destroyed. You're worse now than you ever were then.
Right.
But the Lord is saying you can be better if you so choose. Read that, verse 20.
Verse 20. For there be many that perish in this life.
The Lord said many of us are going to die. Many of you are going to go until you get it. Go ahead.
Because they despise the law of God.
Because y'all despise the laws of God. Now despise thou shalt not kill. Now despise thou shalt not steal. Now despise thou shalt not bear false witness. Now despise thou shalt not covet. Love your neighbor as yourself. You despise these things. That you die every day. And don't realize it. Read.
Because they despise the law of God that is set before them.
Go ahead.
For God has given straight
The
commandments.
Lord gave gave y'all clear commandment. There's no gray area, it's clear cut. Don't do this, don't do that. We said no. I'm not listening to that. I'm gonna follow my own spirit. I'm gonna do what I want to do. And doing what you want to do doesn't work for you. It's not working. Because you're out here every day, struggling like everybody else who works legally. So obviously it ain't working for you. Read.
For God hath given straight commandment to such as came.
Go ahead, into the world, go ahead.
What they should do to live.
What you should do to what?
To live.
What they should, the Most High gave commandment on how to live. So when someone says to you, you're not about that life, the answer is yes, we're not.
That's right.
We're about the life of God.
That's right.
The laws of God is life. That's what we're about. We're about that life. Right. Not about this life in the world. This is garbage. This is death amongst us.
Right.
This is not life, this is death. It's not life. He should have said, it's not about that death. Maybe say, yeah, this is not life. Maybe her life, not ours. Read.
Even as
they don't gotta be yours either. Read.
Even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment.
And what you should do to avoid being gunned down by the police. To avoid struggling, living hungry, starving, dying. To avoid those things. Go ahead.
Nevertheless, they were not obedient unto him.
Nevertheless, we were not obedient. Go ahead.
But spake against him.
But spake against the laws. Go ahead, like we do now. Go ahead.
And imagined vain things.
And imagined vain things. Did what you want to do. Go ahead.
And deceived themselves.
And what?
Deceived themselves.
And deceived themselves into doing what they want to do. And deceived themselves and deceived each other. Read.
And deceived themselves by their wicked deeds.
By your own actions. Go ahead.
And said of the Most High that he is not.
Instead of the Most High, there is no God. I'm God. That's what we said. When the white man came along and put your ass in them shits, he wasn't a God no more.
Right.
When he beat you with them whips, he wasn't a God no more.
Right.
When he raped your woman, you wasn't a God then.
Right.
Put you to work for 20 hours in the hot ass field, you wasn't no God then.
Right.
But we thought we were gods. But we died like men. We were gods. Now we die like men. Read.
And knew not his ways.
And knew not his ways. Go ahead.
But his law have they despised.
But his law we despise then and despise now. So we follow other gods who don't give us no laws. Who give us grace and give us mercy and free will and faith without works and grace. That God doesn't exist. That God is fairy tales.
That's right.
You might have to worship Santa Claus if that's the case.
Right.
Read on.
But his law have they despised.
Go ahead.
And denied his covenant.
And we deny his covenant. Go ahead. Deny his Bible. Go ahead.
And his statutes had they not been faithful.
And our statutes have we not been faithful. Go ahead.
And have not performed his work.
We have not performed his works. Go ahead.
And therefore Esdras, for the empty are empty things.
See, go ahead.
And for the full are the full things.
Go ahead.
Behold, the time shall come that these
So, give me 2 Thessalonians 3 and 2. So again, when you examine a black man today, his mind, we're made to be physically strong and mentally weak. And so we're very, very emotional. And, when you talk to a brother a certain way, they get angry. A lot of us grew up in households without fathers. So when they hear a man talk to them a certain way with authority, we're immediately offended because they used to mommy's voice. Don't do that, baby. Don't you do that. I'ma spank you. We're used to that. Not sit your ass down somewhere. We ain't used to that. We're used to a man's voice. We're not used to authority in the house. Because a mother usually chases me out the house, or the father makes a baby, he'll take care of it, and the father's gone. So we're raised in fatherless households, and primarily raised in grandmothers and mothers' households, where they don't respect their mothers. You understand? I'd rather raised by grandma, raised by mother, or raised by TV. It's one of those fierce parents.
Right.
Or other hustlers in the street. Or the streets, those four. Those are usually the main four parents in black households, Hispanic households. Read what you got?
2 and 3 and 3 and 2.
3 and 2. 2 Thessalonians
2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 2. And that we may be delivered from unreasonable and wicked men.
Delivered from what?
From unreasonable and wicked men.
Our people are unreasonable and wicked men. Read on. And why are they unreasonable and wicked? Read.
For all men have not faith.
That's why. We don't believe in the Lord. The Lord calls us who lack faith unreasonable and wicked. That's why we try to talk to y'all and be diplomatic. You throw bottles at us, you fight us, you spit at us, threaten us with knives, because you're wicked and unreasonable.
Right.
And lack faith. Because the brothers is telling you, he can help you get yourself together, help you get a job, get yourself out of this lifestyle. They're like, man, hell no, I don't trust you because you're like me. I don't trust you. If you were white, I believe you. That's the mindset of black man today.
Right.
That's the Negro mindset today.
Right.
I'm not going to serve that. I'm not serving that God. Nah, I got to change. Hell no. I'm going to serve white Jesus. I'm going to serve him instead. Because he told me I'm good. I'm a good person. Bro, he's lying to you. That God doesn't exist. That God's a fairy tale.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.